Okay, I'm going to address this. And I know this is a personal message, but I know that she wouldn't care for the whole group to know it, so it don't matter. Okay, I had a conversation with Danelle. I watched what was going on. She asked a question. She felt like she was being attacked. She wasn't following the rules by having the administrators blocked, and I get that. So they kicked her out of the group. I didn't put her back in the group, but she messaged me under, Danelle messaged me under the Stop the Lies group that I have. So I get this based on one message that they saw. They feel like I'm throwing the non-supporters under the bus and I've been bamboozled. No, I know Darlie's guilty. And I know Danelle can be nasty. I've been nasty with her. I know she gets things wrong. But I'm not, I told you, I've stopped all that bickering with the family. I've stopped all that. I don't do that like I used to anymore. And a lot of you became friends with me because of how nasty I was about it. I know Darlie's guilty. But I also know that Danelle is a victim. I've been around this case long enough to watch her grow up. She gets things wrong and she can be nasty and all that. Fine. For me personally, the group got what they wanted. But to me personally, she's a victim of what happened. That doesn't give her a pass to be nasty, but it just kind of makes me think, how would I feel if I was in her shoes? Well, I know how it's like to be in her shoes. That doesn't mean I'm going to go kiss her ass and let her get away with putting facts out that aren't right and stuff like that, because I know this case. But I'm going to do it with kindness. Kill him with kindness. So, I get this message from Christine. All right? All I did was respond to Danelle. It says, Bryan, please stop putting our group down. You don't participate in the groups anymore. Because there's not a lot going on in the case. If something goes on in the case, I'll be there. You believe me. Every YouTube video that comes up about Darlie, I'm under it. You can believe that. I'm watching. So why are you adding your 2 cents in is beyond me. My 2 cents is that's my group. That's my 2 cents. I don't get in and tell you guys what to do with it, but I created that group. You know us, we are the classy ones. For the most part, yeah. What you don't know is what Danelle has said to any of us. No, I don't know what Danelle has said to any of you. No, I don't. You have no idea what's been happening. I know what's happening on the pages because I saw it. I don't know what happens in private messages. I can't believe you are telling Danelle we are the bad ones. I never said they are the bad ones. Never once. No one did jack shit to her. We've jumped through hoops to be kind to her. Actually, no. Too bad she doesn't do the same. Yeah, actually she is. If you saw the PMs between her and Pam, you'd be appalled. Well, I have no way to see those. And I wasn't dealing with her and Pam. I was dealing with me and Danelle. Why did you even stick your nose in the battle that you have no idea about? I was responding to the comments that were on the page. I was responding to her blocking the administrators, feeling attacked. That's what I responded to. I have an idea of that battle because I saw it. I read your comment kissing up to her. I wasn't kissing up to nobody. I was being kind to somebody. Maybe we all should try that. You know she's a liar just like her mother. Yeah, I know that she's gotten things wrong. I know that Darlie Key's gotten things wrong. Yep. Yet you sat there and criticized the group and all of us without knowing anything. I know what I saw on the page when she was there. I saw that. Stay out of it. This isn't about you or your son. Really. You have been bamboozled once again. You threw all your friends under the bus. I don't know. Understand. I don't understand it. We all stood behind you. This is what she sent me over this. Let me put this up. This is my response. This is my response to Danelle. That's me typing under my. I do not understand why you would join a debate group. It was clearly stated that she was joining a debate group. So people are going to ask questions. I don't know why she did that. And immediately block all those who run it. The rule is you don't block the administrators. She's asked one question, and as soon as she got asked one question, she claimed she was attacked. Not following the guidelines of the group right off the rip. Do you have an issue with the rules? You can't play victim if you aren't following the rules, even though we all know you are a victim. Darlie hurt many, many people. You have to suffer. Darren has to suffer. Your mom has to suffer. The suffering dead, blah, 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 blah. Somehow that's me throwing the whole group under the bus and talking bad about the group. Okay? So, let's go to Stop the Lies. Because there's more. So Danelle messaged me on the Stop the Lies group, which, that she knows it's mine. Here's the same comment right here, right, that I left to her. Right, she said she had individuals previously blocked when she got there. So that means she didn't block the administrators. She just already had them people blocked. But still, the rules are you have to unblock them. And that's why she got kicked out. And I agree with that. That's for everybody. So, Danelle replies to me, I sure hate that there can't be a better way. I do not want to argue with people, but I always have discussed the case respectfully. Which, not always. I wish I could say the same for you two. No, it's right. If somebody comes at me, I'm going to come at them. Unfortunately, it feels very confrontational. It is. When you come with lies, it's very confrontational on both sides. Very much like a personal attack. Well, it would be personal to you because it is personal. I did not commit any crimes and I never hurt or lied to anyone. Okay, I don't think she intentionally lies. But here's my response. This is me throwing my group under the bus and kissing up to her. I'm sorry that happened to you. That she got kicked out of the group. Okay, I'm sorry that happened to you. All you had to do is unblock this. I guess they are particular about the rules that have been in place for a long time. I let her know that the rules have been there. Personally, it wouldn't matter to me who you blocked or not. It really doesn't. She has her reasons. It really doesn't. That doesn't matter to me, but the rules are the rules. I personally have followed this case long enough to watch you grow up. I can only imagine your pain. You are brave to come around any non-support group. I know that you do it out of love for Darlie and the boys. Right? Even if she knew that Darlie did it, she's not going to let people talk about Darlie like that. I don't. I'm with my son. I guess it works both ways because, as you know, there are some supporters out there that aren't very logical either. I wish the group would have been a bit more courteous. I really do. To you, due to the extenuating circumstances as who you are. Devin and Damon loved her. You actually knew Devin and Damon, and I know they would have, and did love you. It should always be about the boys, either side. That's my opinion. They wouldn't want this bicker with their auntie or their grandma. I personally am ashamed of my negativity and lack of compassion that I have for you and your mom and most all supporters. When national news broke about my son's murder of a 2-year-old boy, Braden Ferguson, your mother was the very first to reach out to me, and she was. The very first message that I got when YouTube found out the news about my son. It wasn't from Pam. It wasn't from Christine, even though I got some from him. It wasn't from any non-supporter. It was from Darlie Key. The very first one. And I will not forget that. She showed me some compassion when I didn't deserve any of her compassion. That chalks one up for her to me. Doesn't make Darlie innocent. And I know she still tells lies. I know she bullshits. But she came out of all that case and reached out to me when I needed it. As a nasty man that I was to her. And she gets credit for that. Sorry, not sorry. I feel for you, and I really do pray you find any evidence you need to secure her release. Because look, if they think she's innocent, and they bet their lives on it, I sure hope they find it. That's a fact. I know some of how you feel. Imagine being hated throughout for something your child has done that you were never involved in. I recall the phone call you intercepted when we cussed each other out. This is before I got a taste of what your world may be like. Please accept my apologies to you and your mom, even though I feel different. on guilt and innocence. I do know that you suffer in so many ways because of this crime, no matter who committed it. Thank you for joining our group. I apologize that there can't be a bit more humanity there. However, it does work both ways. And now we're able to speak. Okay, we're able to speak, and that's what I want. I want to be able to speak with Danelle. I'm not going to kiss Danelle's ass, and I'm not going to think that Darlie's not guilty anymore. The facts are the facts. But here's what happened. Here's what really happened. So Christine sends me that message about how I disrespected the whole group and how disappointed they are that I would just talk to Danelle and how I've been bamboozled. I haven't been bamboozled. I know Darlie's guilty. I don't need to be nasty to her. And see, my nastiness about this case, my nastiness to these people is what got me followers. Because I was nasty to them. Plus, I did come up with quite a bit of facts. And I dug in deeply, but I did it nasty. And since this happened to me, for those in the back that don't understand, I said already that I am going to stop fighting with that family. I said that a long time ago to everybody. I am not going to fight with them because we are in the same type of boat. So if somebody doesn't have someone in their family that's charged with murder, that's killed somebody, that's doing prison time for murder, you can't tell me how to respond to Danelle. So this is what really happened. So I get that message from Christine this morning. And God love her, right? No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let me shut that. Okay, so I get that message from from Christine about how I threw the group under the bus and all that stuff. And something told me right off the bat. Go check your group. Group that I created. Even though she says I'm not around anymore, but if she was watching me, she'd know I've got a lot of health issues. I can't even work right now. I haven't worked forever. I'm fucking disabled over here. I can't barely walk. But anyways, I go to look for my group. Right here. This group that I've had for years. Right? The group that I've created, it's been there for 5 or 6 years, and I made Christine in a minute. And it's not there. The group is not available anymore to me. So I messaged her to ask what happened to my group. I know what happened to my group. They kicked me out of it. Or they shut it down. Because I spoke to Danelle. And we want to talk about how the supporters are nasty and weird and rude like that. That's my group. That's my group. And now I can't even get to it. I've looked all over the place to get to that, and I cannot get to it now. Is that how non-supporters want to act? Because, she's going to be guilty no matter you kick me out of that group or not. And I'm not going to go back and forth at you, but you're showing your ass right now. I'm going to continue to be courteous to Danelle. And I'm going to continue to have my thoughts that Darlie Routier is 100% guilty. I also go over to Rich's and listen to him over there. And we're able to get along. But when they say something isn't right, you watch the chat. I correct it every time, and I'm being nice. Showing a little love and concern for people is very helpful. It's very adult. So I've tried to call Christine. I've tried to answer her. I asked her where my group was, but she won't respond to me. But that's what's going on in the non-support world. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to have a cordial relationship with Danelle. That doesn't mean Darlie didn't kill her sons. But I recognize Danelle as a victim. Even if she can be shitty, she gets a pass from me. Period. You don't like it, don't like it then.